Hello friends, welcome to this fourth section where we are discussing the valve classification and its useful facts. In previous video we have already covered all the regulation valves. I'm sure it is adding some value. In this section we are going to cover all the non-return valves and few of the special purpose valves. Okay, swing type, lift type, dual plate, multi-port valves, then non-slam check valves. So this is the agenda for this video. This we have already discussed in our previous videos also. This is the basic types of valves and they are based on their application: isolation, regulation, non-return and special purpose. So these two we have already covered. In this video we are going to cover these three and these two valves. So let us start with non-return valves, which we generally call check valves. So check valve is nothing but it's designed to automatically prevent the reversal of flow. When we want to allow the flow in a single particular direction, then only these valves are useful. So these are self-actuated and require no external means to actuate the valves. There is no handle, no stem, no body for stem holding. So these are very simple to construct and means to actuate the valve either to open or close. So these are very fast acting valves. Difficult to determine whether the valve is open or closed because we don't have any rotating handle from external, so that we know whether we have to close it or open it. These are all self-actuated valves. If you see, we have different types of check valves. First one is piston type. This is a category of lift type check valves. One is piston type, another one is bowl type. If you see, this one is bowl type. What is happening inside this valve? If you see, piston or ball, this is a piston or ball which is held open during normal flow. If the flow is toward this direction, this will push the disc or ball towards upward and it will flow like this. So this is in open position. If you see, flow will move from this to this. Okay, as the flow slows or stops, the ball or piston closes the opening, preventing the flow from reversing. If the flow gets slow or the amount of flow is less, then this piston or this ball will come down and close the opening. So there is no reverse flow. There is no reverse flow like this. Okay, so this is the main function. The flow is itself raises it up, and when it comes down, then reverse flow is not possible. This one is swing type check valves. If you see, flapper is held open during normal flow condition, closes shut if the flow reverses or stops. Easy to maintain, self closing. In larger size, the flapper becomes very heavy, which can cause slamming and water hammering problems. If you see how these valves look like, there is a disc which swings around this point. Okay, it swings when flow comes, this opens and it reverses, it closes down when it comes back. So there is no reverse flow. Okay, so this is very easy to construct, very easy to use. There is no handle, rotating part. This is self-closing, self-actuating valve. And for higher sizes, when the flow comes, this disc starts hitting the seal, so these may get damaged. So for higher sizes, we go for multi-swing check valves. If you see, there are 1, 2, 3 swing. Okay, so as the size increases, pressure increases, we can use swing type but with multi-port type of check valve. So this one is check valve dual plate type. Okay, dual plate check valve is lighter, smaller, more efficient, less expensive and has better non-slam characteristics than conventional swing check valve. Okay, so if you see, there are two spring mounted on flapper plates, assists the plate in closing when the flow stops and begins to reverse. Okay, if you see, there is a spring. This spring looks like this. These are two plates, 1 and 2, both are spring operated. When the flow is coming first at first it is closed. When the flow is coming, then this plate, this spring against the spring, these plates opens up, okay, and the flow passes through the valve. When it tries to reverse, then the spring brings it back to its closed position, so there will be no reverse flow. Okay, if you see, this is the red color one is spring and these two are plates. Now this one is a special case of check valve which we call non-slam type. To understand the functioning of non-slam, we have to understand or compare it with the swing type check valve. Okay, now we have already discussed this type of swing type check valve where it is opening with the flow and getting closed. If you see, if a swing valve sees a number of slamming incidents, slamming incident means one, it's open, it closes, it opens and it closes, then it start hitting at the seat, so it may get damaged and there will be a repeated action which will cause some damage to the seats. If a swing sees a number of slamming incidents, it is possible for the hinged pin which is holding the disc in place to crack or break off. Okay, this hinge may get damaged. Okay, when the swing check finally closes, it abruptly stops the flow. When it is in a closed position, it abruptly stops the flow, okay, which is coming back, and causes a pressure surge resulting in the shock waves. If you see, this kind of shock waves will be generated once it gets closed. So these shock waves again creates pressure which may damage the valve. What is happening in non-slam, it utilizes a coil spring. If you see, there is a coil spring inside this valve downstream from the valve disc that moves the disc towards the seat. Okay, this spring brings it back to the seat as soon as the flow velocity slows down. Okay, as the flow velocity slows down, it slowly comes back. The spring helps it bring back to the position, closed position. This valve is designed to be closed just before zero flow is reached. Okay, when zero flow is, then it slowly closes it and brings it to the closed position, thereby eliminated backflow. With no backflow, the cause of water hammer disappears. Okay, if you see, the pressure spikes, waves are very less if you compare it with swing type, and here non-slam check valve. This is the difference. The shock wave is very less and it goes and it disappears very fast. Okay, so this way this non-slam check valve is different from swing type check valve. So this was all about non-returns and special purpose valves. We have discussed swing type, lift type check valves, dual plate check valve, multi-port and non-slam check valves. So this was all about valve section. In next part we are going to discuss the isometric management, where we will try to cover a few things like how we have to satisfy the management, how to get the good output from our Excel, means so that we have to learn so many things about Excel also. We need to be expert if we have to manage the isometrics which are floating right from check print to back check to final IFC, then sign off, then after that also we have to manage so many things. So everything we'll try to cover in this part. Along with that, we'll learn many tricks about Excel also. So this is going to be a very interesting part. So see you in the next part.